Everyone, welcome to another session of Iron Chemist. Today we're going to look at triceps training. What you're going to need today to mimic training at home or in a smaller gym would be adjustable bench, a barbell and some plates, and some dumbbells and a seated bench. First of all, just a quick look at anatomy of a triceps. It consists of a long outer head, it consists of a lateral head and a medial head. The long lateral head is quite visible and the lateral head is quite visible. The medial head ties in beneath them. They all tie in to the ulnar process in the forearm, but the long outer head differs from the other ones. It ties into the scapula at the back, whereas the other two ties in the dorsal part of the humerus. So guys, let's get going. Enjoy. Our next exercise we're going to look at is a close grip barbell bench press. The most common mistakes for athletes out there is to have their hands in very close proximity. That puts a lot of strain on the wrist, especially on the upward part when you lock out and at the bottom part of a movement. So we normally have with a barbell bench press about shoulder width. We're going to have just slightly less than shoulder width, so not very close together. Also, where you used to work in the middle of a pecs with a normal barbell bench press, we're going to work on the lower part of a pecs or almost the higher abdominal area. That puts a lot of continuous strain on the triceps, and we have less innervation from the pectoralis major and from the anterior deltoid. Also, when executing the press, we're not going to go all the way down like we did with a bench press. We're going to go down only to about 90 degrees. Also, the inhaling would be on the way down and exhaling on the way up. Another important pointer here is to have the elbows tucked in and not let the elbows flare out. Also to ensure that we put a lot of strain on the triceps specifically. Ideal for this would be about 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Next exercise is a dumbbell skull crusher, also known as a dumbbell triceps extension. We're going to be focusing on dumbbells today, although it can also be done with an easy bar. Not everybody has access to an easy bar though, so we're going to focus on dumbbells today. It's called the skull crusher because traditionally you would lower the dumbbells towards the forehead at a 90-degree angle. We're going to change that a little bit. We're going to work a little bit more behind the head. The reason for this is if you work in a traditional manner and you extend the triceps, there's basically not continuous stimulation and innervation of the triceps as you do the extension. So we're going to work a little bit behind the head and have continuous tension on those triceps. Also, while executing, we're going to make sure that we keep our elbows tucked in and not let them flare. Also to ensure there's no deltoid or other innervation of any other muscles as well. And we tend to, when we do the upwards movement, the extension, we're going to press away from the body a little bit, not directly overhead. Ideal for this exercise again would be about 3 to 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Enjoy. Next exercise is a lying dumbbell cross body extension. We're going to extend the arm towards the opposite shoulder and going to extend upwards. The incorrect way of doing this is basically just working towards the inner part or the center of the shoulder, because as you extend upwards, you're basically in a straight line and there's no tension on the tricep. So we're going to correct it. We're going to bring the arm a little bit over and we're going to work towards the outside of the shoulder. So even if you do the full extension, the triceps and the extended arm is still at an angle and there's continuous tension on this tricep. Also, while executing the exercise, there is a tendency to let the elbow drift downwards. So we're still going to work at a right angle, but we're going to work towards the outside of the shoulder and extend upwards. Your breathing again is going to be inhaling on the way down and exhaling on the way up. Ideal for this again would be about 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Our next exercise is a lying tricep kickback. I just love this exercise because if it's done correctly, it works perfectly. The common way of doing it would be just standing. You've seen it in the gyms how many times, and everybody's just singing away. So there's no stimulus on the triceps. The deltoid works quite a bit as well. So we're going to be correcting that. We're going to lie on an incline bench at about 45 degrees. We're going to align our spine and we're going to kick back from there. To correct this, we're going to lie on an incline bench of about 45 degrees. We're going to align the legs and the spine and we're going to negate any swinging. So we're going to elevate the elbows, tuck them in, kick all the way back as far as you can and come back to 90 degrees. Again, we're not going to go all the way forward and all the way back. So we take out any momentum. We just elevate, tuck in, kick all the way back, inhale and exhale. Also ideal would be to align. So look forward, keep your elbows there, kick all the way back, inhale, exhale, and again 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Next exercise is a seated overhead tricep extension. I prefer to use a seated bench because you've got a back support. You can do it on a normal bench, but make sure your back is straight and you're not arching your back. For getting the dumbbell up and behind the head, I've got a nice tip. So you're going to sit back, flip it onto the shoulder, underhook with both hands, get it behind the head, tilt the dumbbell slightly forward, and pull in your elbows. We try and keep the elbows and arms in close proximity to the head. You're going to extend behind the head, and you're going to extend all the way up. We're going to inhale, and we're going to exhale, ensuring all the time that we don't flare out the elbows. Ideal for this again would be about 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Hey guys, our finisher from hell today is going to be a tricep kickback, but a drop set. So I've got Desiree assisting me. Like we showed you already, you're going to elevate the elbows, keep your spine aligned, kick back, come back to 90 degrees, and we're going to do 8 to 12 reps of that. She's going to drop from there, about 2 Ks at a time, and she's going to do the next set without rest, kick back, keep her elbows tucked in, 90 degrees, and we're going to drop. Last set. Imperative to remember, when we say 8 to 12 reps, we literally mean you can't do any more extensions or reps after 8 to 12 reps. So you literally, your muscles got to be diminished and fatigue after 8 to 12 reps. If you do this properly, you probably won't be able to do more than 2 sets. Guys, enjoy that triceps on fire. Thanks again for watching Iron Chemist. If you have any suggestions or ideas on this training session on triceps, please let us know. Any suggestions on muscle groups you would like us to focus on in future, again, please let us know. And guys, go and smash that subscribe button. See you next time.